To Josh Ritter joining me, criminal defense attorney, renowned criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, and host of Courtroom Confidential on YouTube. You know, Josh Ritter, we hear 50 now saying that he is going to intervene and go all the way to the White House to stop a potential pardon. In light of recent pardons, people are actually concerned Trump may pardon Diddy if there is a conviction. This based on recent pardon of the Chrisleys, who ripped off victims to over $30 million. One guy who founded the Gang Disciples in Chicago released, and he was behind bars on conspiracy for murder. It's causing shockwaves amongst the community of crime victims. And it's one thing to show 50's memes and talk about that, but it's another thing when crime victims are in fear that if there is a potential verdict, a guilty verdict, there'll be a pardon. So what's the point? And also, you're a former prosecutor. How does that make a prosecutor feel to go through all of this with a pardon looming over their shoulder? I just don't think he would do it.
You know, you make a really excellent point. One of the most difficult cases to put on as a prosecutor is these types of cases, these sexual assault cases. And it's not because of the proof. It's not because of the evidence. It's because of convincing these victims to cooperate, getting them to come back into court and talk about the trauma that they've experienced, getting them to relive that, realizing that they're going to be put under the crucible of cross-examination. And the whole way you're able to do it and convince them is that they're going to put this monster away.